Just want to trail back to my last video post that I posted regarding a certain sentence where you're supposed to be treated as a priority. Well, I only meant that mainly for actual relationships, not illegitimate ones, as far as infidelity type relationships. Know that you will never be the first. You will always be the last, second place, third place, wherever you want to call it. Just know that you will never be prioritized because the only prioritization that matters is that person that you're with. That's all they care about is themselves and what they want and what they need at that moment and at that time, which would be you. A temporal fling, a temporal stress reliever, and someone just to call whenever they need you. So don't ever think about you being either prioritized or in first place because it will never happen. So saying that, let's go into our topic for the night in episode 15. Thank you all for coming back to Too Transparent Tasha. This is Tasha. I am your host. And as y'all know, like, subscribe, comment. Y'all know the routine. And y'all also know I want to do interviews. Please hit me up. My details are also at the bottom of this video in the description. But without further ado, let's start our 10 minutes now from where we last left off. So we were talking about gifts and that fake piece of crap that past piece of crap gave me. You know how many times he has given me any type of gift within the 3 years that we were quote unquote together? One time. Like, I guess with men or maybe females alike, but mainly men, they feel like, hey, once they're doing their thing, they don't need to worry about giving you gifts all the time. They already know how to put it down, however they want to think. But I will just say this. I don't also just think of gifts as being monetary. I think when God sends you somebody in your life that was supposed to be for you, that is supposed to be a gift. So when I thought that dude was my gift, I was sadly mistaken. Why would I say that? I'm going to just pretty much quote something that, for all y'all Marvel fans that know the Justice League from a few years back when, I don't know if it was the Zack Snyder kind, the shorter version of the 4-hour version movie, where Victor, the cyborg, had ran into Wonder Woman. She was telling him he had gifts. He said something very profound, and very, I'm just going to say what profound. But he said something that just stuck with me. He said, well, if these are gifts, then why am I still paying for them? That is a great doggone question. If you get a gift, let's say in your relationship that you are in right now, and you are having to pay for your peace, you are having to pay for your financial strain in your life from that relationship, you are having to pay for the emotional turmoil or the tumultuous moments that is happening in your life with that person. You're gonna have to pay. You're having to pay for that with your energy. How was that a gift to you? The person that I was with before in the past, and he will stay in the past, was not a gift. He was never my gift. And where I thought I could change that fantasy into a reality was my mistake. His too. But knowing that I have given myself to that person as if I'm going to get something back in return eventually will keep you stuck in a hope, in a lost dream, in a losing battle to cancer type of a relationship. I was paying for it. I mean, I have been monetary, but I was paying for my gifts. The gifts I thought were gifts, which is him giving all the crap he gave to me through those 3 years. The lies, the constant nights where He was fine at one moment and then calls me and cusses me out and everybody else around him in the next moment. The back and forth and finally calling me out of my name. I was paying for that mentally. Thank God it didn't get to me to where it made me depressed. But what if I wasn't that kind of a person that was a strong woman? What if I was easily just sucked into what he would have said? I could probably been messed up right now. Who knows? So I probably would have been on drugs. But God and his mercy and his grace is sufficient. But what I'm saying is the person that you're with that you feel like that was a gift from God and whatnot, you want to think about how did y'all get in the relationship that you're in the first place. With me, again, like I said in my prior video, the only reason why that happened was because it was supposed to be just a fling. Straight up. It was just supposed to be bam, spam, thank you, man, whatever, however you say it. Okay? That was it. I dragged that on. So did he. Bad mistake. But when you think about it, how did y'all get together? What was the main purpose? Did y'all get together based off of physical type feelings? How that person is dressed? But how did y'all get together? What was the foundation of your relationship? My foundation was not much at all. It was basically a house built on sand. And of course, I am quoting biblical things here, but technically that's what it was. So hold on, mama. So me trying to expect someone that doesn't know how to treat a jewel like they see one or had present in front of them was me already on the path of a foggy wilderness, not knowing where to go, not having any idea, not having a clue of what I thought, what I was up to next, what was coming for me next. So basically, why am I paying for gifts if there was a gift to me? If he was supposed to be a gift to me, why am I paying it back? Why am I paying it off like a credit card? Why am I paying it off like it's debt? Why are you paying off your relationship? The only thing you're supposed to be doing in your relationship is learning from it. Learning how to be better for your spouse, learning how to be better for your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever the situation that you have, learning and working with them, as well as loving each other, having fun. You're supposed to be best friends with the person that you're with. For anyone who thinks otherwise, thinks that's lame, then you shouldn't be in a relationship, period, because you're always going to look at that person as, okay, that's just a wife. Now, this is my fun time over here. That's the right there. No. You should not even be married. If you're in that mindset of wanting to still sneak around while you have a wife or a husband on your side, then it's time to cut ties and you go right ahead and find yourself into whoever, Sarah, Jane, whoever you want to go with. But all I'm saying is your gifts, or excuse me, the gifts that you give to someone, again, it's not always monetary. But I'm not going to hold you too long because I got a busy day today. But that's all I wanted to make sure I just told you about as far as that. I will also say financially is another thing. It'd be nice that all the money that I invested into that relationship and to him for his stuff and his other, things he needed help with. You think I'll get that back in return? No, you won't. There was a moment when he needed something from me. Maybe a couple moments where I probably said, you know what? No, I don't have it. Or just no. Because I'm not sure I'm going to get it back. But I can only count maybe about 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 times that I did that through the whole 3 years, maybe. Because I didn't want to be that one where he was going to be mad at me and, just would just cuss me out, hang up the phone, and just didn't want nothing to do with me after a while, or just ignore me and not talk about it, you know? But of course, that's how it was. But let's say there was one time he had asked to borrow some money from me, and I only had a little bit left before I had to go back to work. So I gave him some money, but I told him, like, I don't know because I need this money back, like tonight, because I have something that needs to be dealt with before this time in the morning. So he's like, no, 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 I'm gonna get to you. Don't worry, baby. I got you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna give it to you back. I just need it right quick. I promise I'm gonna give it back. Got you. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go ahead and I give him this money. And I don't remember. I know it was like I needed to make sure I had the whole sum of it. So I had the rest of the money waiting for me, but I just needed like maybe I think 20, close $30 more just so I can make it complete. And then I can give it to, the company that I needed to pay. Oh, okay. Okay, baby. Well, unfortunately, I'm sorry. My baby had interrupted me. That is our time for now, but I will tell you more a little bit about that. I'm like, yes, honey. Okay, hold on. I'll tell you a little bit more about that on my next video. Again, this is Too Transparent Tasha. Thank you guys for also watching my videos, and also hopefully you're sharing my content. But I will be hitting y'all up on number 16 of what was supposed to be said and what had happened with the money that I gave to that bum over there. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.